Working in early childhood, I started out doing my diploma of early childhood. Then I went on to work in a long daycare service, and I was there for around about 8 years, working with multiple age groups, right through from nursery through to the kinder age children. So that was really enjoyable. I then went on to run an out of school hours program, so that was looking more at some school age children and facilitating play and learning for them out of school, and then ran an occasional care program as well, which was multi-age groups in an occasional care casual setting, and I was the director of that service. I decided to become a trainer, I guess, to extend that passion for working with children, so to use the knowledge I'd gained as I guess an educator, and then to take that knowledge into a different platform and a different format. So for me that was sort of a career move to enjoy still working with children in a way, but then going on to work with adults and support them in their learning journey. So for us, through our organisation at One World for Children, we do have a range of roles that we take on as trainers. So in my current platform, I'm actually a class-based trainer, so I'll deliver class delivery for 5 hours, and that's across a range of topics and areas. And then what I'll do is also visit those students in the workplace to support their practical skills to further develop. So lots of role modelling, ensuring we're having lots of opportunity for them to gain a really wide range of skills working in different areas, from babies right through to kinder age children. We also have a range of other roles that our trainers do take on, so things such as visiting trainees in the workplace, so that's at their place of employment. That's an ongoing process, working with their competency units, making sure they've finished their skills in regards to their assessments, and then supporting them in a practical way in the environment that they're working in. And also we offer students the opportunity as well to be doing placements, so they might be working on their units from home, so completing their assessments, and then also then taking those skills and knowledge that they've learnt through the assessments into an environment for learning. So block placements, it could be 1 day a week placement over the duration of their studies, and then we go in and work with them and assess them, and also role model to them lots of skills in that workplace in a regulated service as well. So as trainers, we really want our learners to be working towards that competency, and that can be at all different levels, and that can be reasonably flexible as well. We ensure that our learners are working in an ongoing capacity towards competency by role modelling in the workplace, providing mentoring. So if there's a particular area that our students are finding difficult or challenging, or maybe not necessarily getting the support they need at placement or in a workplace capacity, we really make that time to support them. It might be via a phone call, it might be through our contact platform, or of course face-to-face if we go out into the workplace. Also using our skills assessment tools are really important for us to set those standards for our learners, and also to make it really transparent so they know what they need to be doing, they know what they're working towards, and we try to promote that in a really positive way, that they're self-learning and setting themselves some goals for the future. So we use the Aspire units, competency units, to facilitate our learning, and we find that a really great resource for our learners. It not only is that written platform, they get the opportunity to look at different areas throughout the book, completing practice tasks, looking at the assessments at the end of the units, but also we've transferred some of that information from those units into a practical area for skills as well. So they use a paper skills log based on the Aspire units, and that just helps them to, I guess, guide their own learning as well, and to set some goals for themselves as they're learning, and really build on those practical skills that they need. So for me, I believe the Aspire units really provide our learners with that base knowledge that they need to gain the underpinning knowledge in early childhood. The resource also provides that opportunity for for our educators, to reflect and go back and look at areas that they might need to be working on. So if they're struggling in a particular area, if they're finding that they are having challenges at work, we'll then, as their trainers, guide them to go back and look at particular chapters or sections of that book and maybe, reflect on that, go back and complete the practice tasks again if required, or maybe just do some additional reading. So we really believe that those Aspire units support that base knowledge that our learners need to go out into the workplace and to also go on placement and to support them when they're doing class delivery as well. So as a trainer, along with the competency-based training that we deliver whilst they're at placement, so we use the assessment tools through Aspire, the competency units. We also then take that into the workplace or the placement and ensure that our students are working towards those and they're showing a level of competency, and it's an ongoing process. We ensure that all students are catered for individually, so we do that through developing a skills log that allows us to assess that student in an ongoing capacity and to support them through their own learning journey in that early childhood setting. So for me, being a trainer, it's that opportunity to role model, the practical skills that I've learned across my career in an early childhood setting. Having that opportunity to demonstrate and facilitate learning for them is probably the most valuable thing for me. I really enjoy seeing the students grow and learn over a period of time. It's very rewarding to see them build on their current and emerging knowledge about early childhood and taking the skills that they've learnt and the knowledge that they've learnt through the training resources and through perhaps class delivery and practical placements, that we see that as I feel that's really rewarding to see them grow. I guess one of the challenges that I might find is things like modern day lifestyles. We're all very busy, there's lots of challenges. Even areas such as mental health issues is something that we are certainly finding is becoming a more common issue. We also are managing and working with a range of students who might have English as a second language or learning difficulties, but that's where we find the resources very beneficial, because we find that our students are able to go back and reread and take the time to learn. They've also got that resource there if they're needing to take a short break from their study for a week or so, but they've still got the resource there to continue on and perhaps do some casual reading rather than being having the pressure of completing the assessment maybe at that time. So we're quite flexible, and I guess that alleviates some of the stress or the challenges that we have because of the flexibility of that learning.